What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? We're live. We're live. We're live. What's up, Farajin? What's going on? What's going on? VuJK underscore. What's going on, everybody? We're gonna be live. We're gonna be having some fun. Today we're talking about Bitcoin's crash, how to lose money, and cryptocurrency. That's what we're gonna be talking about today. All right. And FYI, we're speaking English. What's up, man? All right. So let's see here. Yeah, we got a couple of things I wanted to cover today, and the market has been quite interesting. If you want to see my screen, I'm about to switch over to my screen right now. You're better off going to my YouTube channel. If you're watching me on Instagram, all you have to do is just search my name, Hola Talks Abitogun, on Instagram, and let's take it from there. Okay. All right. Uh, let's see here. The first thing I want to do is I want to show you what's going on with my portfolio in bitcoins and cryptocurrency. And then pretty much what I do here is very not aggressive, okay? And but it's also designed for you to capitalize on the biggest wealth um shift that's probably going to happen in your lifetime, okay? Last time we saw something like this was during the during the dot-com boom, okay? And I see the same pattern happening again, okay? It's not exactly predictable, but it is, okay? Because at the end of the day, human beings are behind this whole thing, okay? Bitcoins, cryptocurrency, real estate, just the marketplace in general. How we buy and trade stuff is what makes all the difference. Essentially, it's a ongoing, perpetual battle between greed and fear. Okay, all right, that's what it is. And I'm gonna switch screens right now. Again, if you want to watch my screen and see my Coinbase platform, I'm gonna go in and show you. Or if you can't leave your phone or something and you're better off here, sure, I will be saying it out. But I think you're better off seeing my screen. Let's see here. Your entire screen. That's perfectly fine. See my entire screen. All right. So now we can go over here. All right, so this is what Bitcoins looks like today. Okay, so to a lot of people, it doesn't look good. Okay, a couple of things I wanted to share with you is this company called BitConnect. Okay, BitConnect. I misspelled it. Let me. Okay, Google is gonna correct it, of course. And and this was the news 2 days ago. Okay, the news 2 days ago was that U.S. court freezes BitConnect assets as lawsuits mount. Ooh, not looking good. Okay, but I want to share with you today is about how to lose money in cryptocurrency. Now obviously what you want to do is you want to be doing the opposite of what I share with you here today. All right, and that's one right there. That's a news from CoinDesk right there. Temporary restraining order granted in second BitConnect lawsuit. Ponzi allegations. Okay, and I think I should once and for all just go ahead and tell you what Ponzi scheme, what it means. Okay, let me see if I can open my photo booth here. Maybe we can still see if you can see my face every now and then. All right, all right. So a Ponzi scheme is essentially investment vehicle. Okay, that you that's promoted to you, and essentially the goal is to bring in people, and people pay an entry fees. Okay, people pay entry fees to get into it, and the only way to really produce money, okay, is to continue to bring people in. Okay. What's going on, Agape David? What's going on, Puma Stamina? What's going on, Drake Ford Humphrey? What's going on, Miss JR? What's going on, guys? Thanks for hanging out with me. Okay. So a Ponzi scheme is something that you you join, and then the only way to get to keep sustainability in it is to keep bringing people in. Okay. And essentially that kind of vehicle that doesn't have its own value from from directly sales of products and services that does not involve people joining, when it lacks sustainability like that, is called a Ponzi scheme. No, sorry. When it's built like that, it's typically a Ponzi scheme. And the reason why is because it's not sustainable. Because eventually, like everything, every product in this world, it will die off in momentum. Excitement around it will die off. And the things that keeps the Coca-Cola, the Apple, the Amazon around, the Facebook around is because there's actually real value being offered into the marketplace. When I say real value, I mean product and services being offered to people that are going to use it actually without necessarily needing to partner with the company to distribute the product and service. Okay, when the need for people to join you is a primary need in a business venture, it's Ponzi scheme. It's just not sustainable. And some people will argue that, hey, you can join something like that really quickly. What's going on, Chris Hard? You can join something like that really quickly, and and just make your money and get out. Well, the sad part about that is that we're not built like that. If you made some very quick money, uh chances are you're not going to be able to sustain your emotions. Okay, you're a human being like anybody else, and you're probably going to exit try to make some more money. Okay, if you put $2,000 and next week $10,000 shows up and you're like, oh wow, it works. Natural nature of human being is to do it again and try it again. All right, and that's why when people tell me people are stupid or people are gullible, I say, yeah, I don't know if you're right or wrong, but it's not about that. We're talking about the marketplace. Okay, it's not relevant if people are stupid or not. The goal of public agencies, government agencies like SEC, FCC, FCC, things like that, IRS. The goal of those kind of agencies is to quote unquote, okay, we're not going to get into the argument of if that's really the deal is, but at least on the surface, that's what they're there for, to protect the general public from getting into schemes like this that, yes, you may want to argue that this is common sense, right? I mean, people get a phone call from somebody, this stereotype Nigerian thing, right? And they say, hey, your grandfather left some $2 million that you didn't know about some 2, 3 generations ago in Nigeria. And somebody is stupid enough to wire $200,000 to that person. Well, these are just people, okay? Who knows what has been said to them to make them feel like they can trust whatever that is, right? I'm not willing to get into that or to argue if they're stupid or not. Bottom line is that if you're here, you're listening to me, you're probably trying to build wealth. Okay, you're trying to build a business. You're trying to have a better lifestyle by building your own income, and you should. Okay, and you should absolutely think you should build your own income source. You should absolutely be self-reliant, because there's no such thing as job security any longer. So that's probably why you're here. But more importantly, you want to know how to lose money in bitcoins and cryptocurrency so you can absolutely avoid it. So that's why we're here today. So again, to my point, there's a lot of people, because it's a brand new territory. Okay, people are naive. People have seen people with crazy returns. People are using crazy returns to sell people on the idea of cryptocurrency, but then they are attaching it to all kind of schemes and scams out there. And my goal on this video is to help you. I'm going to show you how to lose money so you can avoid it. Okay, that's the whole point of this. Okay, and I'm going to tell you my own personal journey in bitcoins and why I've chosen to go the direction I've gone. Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. In everything I'm gonna say here, you want to keep it simple. What's up, Jen David? What's going on? What's up, Jay Holloway? Yep. What's going on, guys? Thank you for joining. All right. So, I'm gonna share with you the primary reason why I decided to go all in. You could go on my channel. You can watch other videos I've done in the past weeks where I said I'm going all in. Okay. Essentially, I was on this project in Newark, New Jersey, and I was with a friend, and we were talking about it. It's like, what were we looking at? What happened? We should have been on this a long time ago. But he said that, and I think a day or two went by, and I started to look at it. But I got to a point where I fundamentally, from a fundamental standpoint, believe that cryptocurrency and the blockchain technology is simply not going to go anywhere. Okay, it's here to stay. It's the next wave of internet as we know it, and it's here to stay. And as you can see, nobody can argue against it. Even the US government cannot really argue against it. If they could, they would have shut this thing down from day one. Since November 17, when the Bitcoin coin, when one coin in Bitcoin hit $10,000, they would have shut it down, because you have to understand there's billions of dollars that's floating around this platform. Okay, and anytime there's something like that, the government want to know what's going on. If they have a way of shutting it down right now, they will. So if they couldn't shut it down, it's because it's legit and it's here to stay. Now, with that being said, that doesn't mean there's not going to be people that will come in and try to take advantage of people. And we've seen two of them right now got shut down, and that's the USI TECH, in my opinion, and and the BitConnect. Now, the reason why the only thing I like about those two platforms was the idea of building a team. There's nothing wrong with getting compensated for building a distribution channel by way of building a team. There's nothing wrong with that. Network marketing is exactly what that is. Real products, as long as there's real products that are being pushed, right? Then it's absolutely legal. Okay, what's going on, Jack Powell, real estate team? What's going on, Alamite 2001? Thank you for joining. Okay, so there's nothing wrong, but when there's no real product, there's no real service, and people can argue that something is a product, just talking is a product, content is a product. People can argue that, but again, the fundamental definition at the very core is that there must be a product and a service that people can purchase and use without having to join as a partner. Okay, and it's that simple. Now, if you decide to allow people as partners, as affiliates into your platform to promote your platform, there's nothing wrong with that. But we want to know that it's a solid product and product and services based company. Now, I'm going to give you another hint right here. Okay, if you want to lose money in Bitcoins, combine network marketing, right, with with the cryptocurrency world. Okay, if you want to lose money, join a platform where they're combining network marketing with the cryptocurrency world. Now we're talking about securities. Once you start talking about securities, it's just a different ball game that I don't want to play that kind of game. And I advise anyone not to play that kind of game. Don't play with the SEC, don't play with the government. Um, Understand that anything that involves securities has technicalities to it that's beyond um, the understanding of a regular person. Okay, and that's beyond what you really need to understand to make money and build wealth. Honestly, you don't have to understand a lot of those technicalities to make money. Really, the only thing you need to understand about the concept of building wealth is to keep it simple, super simple, as in like the KISS principle. If you know how to keep things simple, you will increase your chances of making money, of building a stable lifestyle for yourself dramatically if you can keep things simple. The more technical you go with this kind of things, the more complication you're going to create for yourself. And I'm going to tell you right now, there's just too many moving variables. It's just too many moving variables for you to keep up with. Now you got to keep up with profit loss statements. You got to keep up with your resources, time and money and management. You got to keep up with that with respect to return on investment. And now you got to keep up with all the laws and the regulations. For somebody with a background in real estate, I always told my people, I was like, I don't want to know what's in the legal papers and stuff like that. Just hire a lawyer, tell me where to sign. I'll read up. I'll ask you questions that doesn't look like a layman, regular human being language, like English language. And I ask you, hopefully you can explain to me. If I don't understand after you explain, I'm not going to sign. If you understand in a very simple English, I will sign. And then I will have you represent me in case trouble comes up. Okay. Why? Because that's not my job. My job is to find real estate at low price and sell them at a higher price. That's how I make money. Simple. Very simply, profits. Now, because it's that simple, you're going to have professionals, quote unquote professionals, come into your world and attempt to sell you, use big languages to sell you on things that's not going to benefit you, right? And we saw it during the 2008 crash. right? The predatory lending culture that was created at that time. People would rather buy into big languages than somebody who said, hey, don't complicate that for yourself. It's very simple. You put 20% down, right? You put 3.5% down. Here's your closing cost. You close on this house. Your mortgage is amortized over 30 years. Now there's no funny, or you're gonna your interest only for 5 years. Once you start getting into all that details, I tell a regular person to back off. At least step back. At the very minimum, step back and make sure you know what you're doing, because that's how they complicate things, and it's happening right now in the bitcoins and cryptocurrency world too. So now they came up with this idea of they're gonna merge network marketing, right? Which you build a team of people referring people to the platform, and then you make all this, and then they make like there was this kid that out of about $900,000 that he's made so far, $700,000 plus of that was essentially referring fee for referring people to the platform. So, but he's gonna show you $900,000 to make it seem like it's because it was buying bitcoins, or to make it seem like he had some kind of crazy return on investment. So I always tell people, if you see a combination of network marketing and securities, investment securities, and it's combined together like that, you get invested into that is a great way to lose money. Okay. Here's another one. So that's one right there. Okay. The second one is combination of lending with securities and investment vehicles. Okay. um how do I know? Because they did it in the mortgage industry. Okay, even up to now I don't understand the completeness, and somebody's going to attempt to explain this to me, and I'm going to be like, I'm sleeping, I'm bored. Right? Because again, you don't have to complicate things to make money. As a matter of fact, the fastest way to make money is to keep things simple. And smart people, right, and I mean smart people that know all the technicalities of everything, have a tendency, okay, and sometimes it could just be because naivety, lack of experience, because even the Warren Buffetts of the world, when they're talking on a regular CNBC, or they're talking on a regular CNN channel, they keep languages very simple. I mean, for crying out loud, this guy has one rule, right? And that's never lose money. And then the second rule is to obey the first rule. But I think he has this other rule that my friend Nnamdi tried to say yesterday, but which was he kicks against us. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. He says no, put your eggs in one basket, but watch that one basket, right? Now he's talking about focus. That's what he's talking about. And it's very easy to take something like that out of context, but it's not that. You should be able to get that. If you've had some experience, you will know exactly what he's talking about. He says, put all your eggs in one basket and watch it. Okay, that means all kind of things. That could mean have some skills, acquire some skills. Okay, learn a few things, and then keep things simple. And people are going to say, hey, diversify your portfolio, and I'm all for that. And I'm going to show you here how I am diversifying in a second. But you can also take that out of context. You can overdo it. Okay, there's something called overkill in business, in anything. You can drink water too much. Speaking of drinking water too much, excuse me. All right. So there's something called balance in life. Okay, and that's essentially what I want to be sharing with you here today. Balance is you need to have balance in everything you do, and you cannot. Extreme ideology will kill everything you're trying to do. You got to keep it simple. When it comes down to business, it's very simple. You buy low, you sell high. You buy low, you sell high. Now this complication that comes when you start asking questions like, when should I sell? When is a good time to sell? And then when you mix that together with the marketplace emotions, with the news breaking everywhere, BitConnect losing everything. Actually, they didn't lose everything, but the people that bought into that lost everything, right? USI Tech. If you remember, if you're in network marketing, Zika words. I mean, I've seen this for 12 years. Companies come and go, so I can smell it from afar. So today is really about showing you those two things. Okay, number one, combination of network marketing with securities trading, combination of lending which is by itself is securities regulated world. Combining that together with this new territory called bitcoins is also a great way to lose money. So there's quite a few coins out there and platform, and they mix. I mean, if you think about the mix of an exchange together with an underlying, and then they're the one offering you the coins or the tokens. When you see an exchange mixed together, here's the third one: an exchange mixed together with offering you their own coins. That's another great way to lose money. Okay, it's another great way to lose money. All right, so that's the third one. Now I'm gonna stop counting right now. Those three ones: combination of network marketing with trading bitcoins. Okay, that's a very good way to lose money. Combination of lending, the lending technology that computers just measure it by itself, together with bitcoins and cryptocurrency is another great way to lose money. Okay, you may be making money right now, but for all I know, by the way, you could be making money right now, but it's only a matter of time. Okay, because I know the way we're built as human beings. um the brain is not set up that way. You're gonna lose money eventually. Okay, it's just like walking into a casino. You make your first $1,000, you make your first second $2,000. Well, you're gonna be feeling really good about yourself. Guess what's gonna happen eventually? You're gonna lose all that money back into the market, and that's why they say the house is the only one that only makes money, right? I mean, the house makes money always, right? But people lose money, and that's how they make their money. And and you can't blame anybody for that. Okay. So here are a couple of other things, okay, that I'm going to tell you right now. If you put all your money into just Bitcoin by itself, and you don't have other coins, um, that's a good way to lose money too, because you're going to panic all the time. So this is where we can keep diversification into perspective. You can keep diversification into focus, into context. Okay, there are two ways that I suggest people diversify, and if you kick against this, it's another great way to lose money. You diversify across time, and you also diversify across the security assets themselves, the top 10. Don't go beyond the top 10. Now, for me personally, I stick with the four right now, the top four that's supported by Coinbase. Okay, and if you want to see my complete guide to investing in Bitcoin and taking advantage of this wealth shift that's about to happen, that's already happening. We just saw the second wave. We've only seen the second wave. Okay, and the next wave, as usual, is going to show up when everyone is sleeping. Everyone is panicking over this news right now, right? That's normal. For you, that should be normal. That should be your cue to buy more. But of course, not just buy crazy stuff like lending platform and all this new coins that's coming on the platform, but stick with the ones, the high market cap ones, the one that have shown some test. Okay, this is all a risk at the end of the day, right? It is a risk, but with that being said, we're taking assessed risk. Okay, we're looking at things and we're positioning the odds in our own favor, right? That makes complete sense. Okay, so what's going on, Rufineferi? What's up? What's up, Amov? What's up, Duke Concept? What's going on, guys? All right, so if you want to see my screen, go to my let me see if I can go to my page. I have to be able to type that here in the future. I just don't want to move this thing. Well, I can move it for a second. Let me just put that in here right now. Screen share. Share. Search. Ola Talks. Abitogun on YouTube. All right, so I'm actually live on YouTube as well. Okay, so you can search that on YouTube and on YouTube. Yep. If you want to see my screen, I'm live on there right now as well. Okay. All right. So now here's my screen. Let me go my Coinbase right here. I'm not doing anything aggressive. Some of you here may even have $30,000, $50,000 in the market, but again, this is uncharted territory. If you want to play this and you're playing 10 years long run, that's the key here. There's a couple of rules, and you can find the rules at Olatux, olatux.com/bitcoins. That's where I put my guide. You can go over there and see the guide, my personal guide to how I invest in cryptocurrency. Okay. um some people say, hey, you can trade this and make money faster. yes, you can also lose money faster. Okay, just remember that. All right. But I have these 7 rules. I'm gonna just do a quick recap. If you want to read the details of that, just simply go to olatalks.com/bitcoins, and you can find that there. Okay. Let me see if there's a way to pin this. Pin. Yeah, pin comment. There you go. You can pin that comment. Perfect. All right. So don't. Number one rule: don't dump dollar average. Okay, what I actually some people call that dollar cost averaging. Okay, what that means is don't just take 5 grand and go dump it into the market. Okay, don't do that. Find something small that you can feel good about giving that into a savings account every week and not think about it. That means you're not going to run there because you need money next week, right? Find that sum. It could be $20. Okay, you can buy $20 worth of bitcoins. Yes, it could be $40. It could be $100, right? For me, it's $100 per week. Okay, and put that in every week. Don't dump dollar cost average. That allows you to diversify across time. Okay, that's why someone like me, I'm not panicking when the market crash. Okay, because it just simply means to me that I get to buy a little cheaper. Rule number 2, I use 1 year chart only. So when it comes to technical analysis, some of you don't even want to care too much about that. Okay, from a fundamental standpoint, cryptocurrency and blockchains are here to stay. Okay, we just don't know which of the coins are going to be here for a long time. Okay, what's up, Williams OT? What's up, Elizabeth Willie, sir? All right. All right, so he's here to say, so fundamental, you don't even need to look at chart. Just believe in this thing. Find the top markets, the top high market cap coins, starting for Bitcoins, Ethereum, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, even Ripples. I don't really believe too much in Ripples because it's not decentralized and it's kind of like, too much technical stuff. But again, for the market's sake, because you just want to play the money game, okay? It's still in the top 10. I would just deal with the top 10. But for me personally, I'm just dealing with the 4 coins that Coinbase is supporting right now. Coinbase is the exchange, okay? And I was gonna say earlier, I think I said it. When you mix an exchange and the exchange is offering you coins, that's a great way to lose money too. By the way, okay? All right, so let's see here. Number third, high market cap with high volume coins only. Okay, that's the same thing. The top high market cap. Just choose from the top 10. Why? Why do I say that? Because if you go here, coin market cap.com, right? Let's check how many coins is out there in the marketplace. Last time I checked, it was maybe a little like two coins less than 1,500 coins. Again, when there's a new hot things that comes on the market, there's gonna be people that want to take advantage of regular people that come on the marketplace. They're creating their own ICOs. ICO stands for initial coin offering, okay, just like initial public offering in the stock market. So a bunch of them are coming on the scene, and they have, okay, you see, it's been bloody for a few days, right? This is a beautiful thing as far as I'm concerned. It's too young, right? Right, as far it's too young. The platform is too young to panic when everything goes red. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. I'm gonna click view all. Okay, I just want to tell you how many coins is now on the market since the last time I checked, which was like 1498, 1,498 different coins, right? All right, so let me see here. Scroll all the way down, scroll all the way down. I'm scrolling through. Okay, yeah, I use coin market cap. Okay, you can see my screen again on YouTube. I know some of you probably just left to go to YouTube. You can find me on there. Let's see here. Okay, they're slowing down my web browser. Wait, I want to wait. All right, so I mean, there's too many coins apparently. Okay, there you go. It's loading now. Okay, so we've got a few more. Okay, so now we have 51,506 different coins. Okay, now that will give you a headache once you start thinking about that, right? You start like, okay, 1,500. How do I know which one to choose, right? Well, like I just say, stay in the top 10. The top 10 here, as far as what I can see, is Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Bitcoin Cash, Cardano, Neo, Stellar, Litecoin, EOS, NEM. Okay, just diversify across those top 10 coins. You don't have to worry about the price point. Some people waste their time worrying about, hey, the price of one coin is $8,000 though. You can buy $20 worth of Bitcoins, okay? It's just be fractions. That's the beautiful thing about cryptocurrency, okay? But all that matters to you, well, you'll see what matters the most to you in the next rules, okay? Now if you want a free $10 Bitcoins, you can use my link at olatalks.com/bitcoins, okay? Go and just click on the blue Coinbase link, and once you buy $100 worth of cryptocurrency, I think worth of Bitcoins, they'll give you $10 for free. They'll give me $10 for free. I said thank you for sharing this information for you, so I appreciate that if you do that, okay? All right, so let's go into the third rule. The third rule, I think. No, we did the third rule, which is high market cap. Again, you can see the details of this on that page. 4, percentage growth is really all that matters, okay? And most people worry about, okay, $8,000 just went up in $500. It doesn't matter. $500 with respect to what? It went up or went down $500 with respect to how much is the original value. So the only number you really want to be looking at is the percentage growth. So for example, you're looking at my screen right now. In the past 6 months, right? In the last, let's go 1 year. Again, we only look at 1 year charts. Okay, 1 year charts will give you a better foresight into the future, more midterm than it is short term, because most people look at 1 day, hey, it's red today, and most people do that, and that's a big mistake. Okay, I look at the percentage here. If you look at the growth here in the last one year, right, 1 year chart, it went up by $7,800. But with respect to how much was the value before, or what is it today? Today is $8,815, and it went up in the last 1 year by $7,810 as of today. But the more important number is 777%. Okay, returns. Okay, the growth. That's the number that matters. Okay, percentage is all that matters in business. That's all that matters. Okay, what's going on, Nabil and son, Black Diamond? What's going on? Okay, all right. So if you say, oh yeah, you went up by two, whatever, right? Sorry about that. A call came in. I have to stay online because that's how we're connected. All right. The fifth rule is don't day trade. It's a 5 to 10 years play. Okay. You want to lose money in this market, day trade this baby. Okay. And I'm still waiting for somebody to take me up. Okay. And show me that they've made money. Okay. If you're day trading, that means you buy some, you dump some, you dump it, you go somewhere else, you buy this and you dump some. Okay. There's nothing wrong with day trading, but if you've never professionally day trade stock market, you should not be day trading this very volatile vehicle called the cryptocurrency. Okay, it's very dangerous. For an average person, you're gonna lose money. You can't even track yourself. Okay, all right. So again, and that's one of the biggest things you want to do in business. You want to be able to track your progress. You want to be able to see where you were, where you're getting to. But once you start dumping coins and you're picking another coin and you're doing that, once you start doing that, you're gonna lose track of what you're doing. Okay, even if you put a spreadsheet together and you try to measure it, all that, you're a human being. There's too much information, you're gonna lose track. Okay, all right. Let me give you another way to lose money real quick. I'm dump a bonus real quick. If you want to lose money in cryptocurrency, dump your existing business or income source so you can pursue cryptocurrency. Okay, if you do that, you will lose money. Okay, because again, you're operating off of emotions, and that doesn't work well. Money and emotions just don't go well together. Okay, that's why money and family don't go well together, right? You have a friend, you mix money together with your friendship, it just doesn't go well together, right? It's a disaster. Okay, same way, don't try don't try to mix those two things together. Okay, so because of that, that's why I created these 7 rules, so I can remove my emotions and I can still capitalize on this biggest wealth shift that we're ever probably going to see in our lifetime. We've seen the second wave, and now everybody's panicking after after the second wave. I saw a picture earlier that was pretty funny. I wish I can share with you. And the picture was people showing Lamborghinis on November 17th when Bitcoin hits $10,000, right? But then on January 18, when it came back to $10,000 from $19,000, you have people crying and lose because they lost their life savings, right? The same $10,000. What does that tell you, man? Emotions, okay? You got to pay attention. You're not a regular person on the market. Once you come on this live streaming with me, I want you to look at yourself and say, I'm different, okay? The system, the economy system of the world, just the way it's set up, most people are going to lose money, okay? Most people are going to buy into the mediocre lifestyle because they lose money, okay? Most people are never going to, they're going to be chasing after themselves in a rat race. They're never going to save enough money, okay? Why? Because it's just the way it is. Most the top 10% keep most of the money, control the wealth of the world, and the bottom 90, and the controls 90%, okay, of the wealth of the world. And you could say 80-20, you could say 99-1, you could say whatever way you want to ship it is the same thing. That top 5% controls 95% bottom wealth. Why? Because they don't think like regular people. So you got to take yourself out of that box. When everybody's making noise about something, that's when you should pay attention and say, hey, something is probably wrong with this thing. And you should start looking a little bit deeper beyond, just facts and numbers that people throw in front of you. Facts and numbers get to a point, it's completely meaningless, okay? You got to use some wisdom, okay? And part of that wisdom is why I set up rules, 7 rules to follow to keep myself in a place where I can obey regardless of what the news is saying. So today, right now, when the market is crashing, BitConnect lost all their assets and everything and they're frozen, doesn't matter to me because I'm still obeying the rule today. Okay. So rule number 6, use only dispensable money. Now, dispensable money, I'm a little wishy-washy about this, like my friend called me yesterday. He called me wishy-washy. And this is why, because um this thing is not exact science. There's a heart to it, okay? For me personally, there's no such thing as money that I'm willing to lose. There's no such thing. Okay, so typically when I'm playing these games, it's because I plan on making money. That's why I set these rules up. Hello, duh, right? That's why I set these rules up so I can make money, right? If I'm just say, hey, money I'm willing to lose, I'll just gamble with it, right? That's the money you're willing to lose, the kind of money you take to the casino. This is not casino. This is the real deal. There are real technology behind these things that people are building for the world to use. Okay, when it comes to securities, decentralization, privacy issues, all these things that the internet as we know today has those flaws today, and this things is promising as far as fixing it. Currency, right? Decentralized currency, right? So we know that this is the future, and that's why I'm playing the game. I'm not playing the game because I may lose the money, so use only dispensable money. It's part of my rules because I'm using that to say only set how much you're willing to, that it won't hurt you, that you give away per week, okay, or per month. I like per week because anything over 1 week you lose a sense of focus, you lose consistency, right? Because one of the hardest things for us to do as human beings is consistency. That's why I set up automatic pulling down money every week on Coinbase. They have that platform there where you can automatically have them pull $10 every week if you want. But for now, until next 10 years, it shouldn't matter to you what the market does, because you and I know, especially based on this guide, that market is going to crash. I said that weeks ago, that the market is going to crash. Why? Because the flukes and all the flaky ones that comes into the market because of the excitement around the news and the awareness, they're going to leave. They're going to leave. And when they sell, yes, the market will crash. But then the real market value will start coming in because there's a real product behind this old noise, right? There's a real product, right? There's an actual real technology behind this old noise. And what's the real technology in internet, right? What is that in internet? Well, initially during the internet boom, right, in the early 2000s, right, there were companies coming up. A lot of the company went under, right? A lot of angel investors lost their money. It's just what it is, right? But today, Amazon is still here, Facebook is still here, right? Jeff Bezos is going to be the first $100 billion guys in history, right? So the internet never left, okay? And that's my point. Cryptocurrency, blockchain technology is not ever going to leave, and that's why I tell you to play the game, but play the game with some rules, okay? So use only dispensable money. What I really mean to say is that what you're going to be putting in there every week, make sure it's something that's not going to hurt your pocket. Make sure it's like money that will drop out of your pocket, but you forgot, oh man, that's $10. Give me my $10, right? Whatever that is, have Coinbase, take that out every week and have something, because that money is going to turn to be a big deal for you in 5 to 10 years from now. Okay. That's my prediction. My prediction can be very, very wrong. That's not guaranteed. There's no guarantee you're going to make money here in this cryptocurrency thing, right? This is just my personal belief, okay? So that's a quick disclaimer for you, okay? Uh, Avoid penny coins. So I showed you earlier, that's the seventh and last rule here. No. Actually, it's the seventh and last rule. The bonus rule is to keep it simple. And I said that earlier. Keep it simple. Don't complicate this for yourself, okay? Why do I say that? You may feel like, oh, yeah, I can master this. I can learn this. You're human. Okay, you're a human being just like everybody else, and you are probably going to lose money when you complicate this for yourself. And some a bunch of people go on the YouTube and type in BitConnect. A bunch of people lost $30,000, $100,000, their life savings, and that just happened over the past few days. That's why I had to do this live stream today. Okay, so avoid penny coin. 1,506 coins out there. Majority of them are penny coins. Yes, some of them penny coins will still show $300, okay, in value, and that may intrigue you and be like, oh yeah, but it's $100 right now. Like I said earlier, it doesn't matter. The only number that matters to you is percentages and the fundamental usefulness of the utility behind the coin itself. Why is this coming into the marketplace? What problem is this going to be solving, right? I know that I'm not willing to do all that kind of homework. That's why I stick with the top 10. Okay. I don't have time. I'm not leaving my existing business to come and be monitoring, day trading. I'm just not going to do that, because I still always believe in a business as opposed to being a full-time investor, because full-time investor consumes too much time and energy. And I just don't enjoy it. Okay. Because I've actually traded stock options before. That's why I'm able to tell you these things, but I just didn't enjoy it. Okay. I'd rather be able to sleep at night. Okay, that's why I set these rules and things like this. Okay, now I want to go scroll all the way down. Right, we have one. Okay, let me see here. Some penny coins here. Right, Galactrum. It's $4. $4 doesn't mean anything. It's a useless number. Okay. And anybody that knows the wealth building game understand that price points are meaningless. Okay. It's really, people buy things emotionally 85% of the time and then justify it later with logic. Okay. That's where that price point comes from. It's really of no use to you. It means nothing to you. And I need to say that to you over and over again. Something is $100 doesn't matter to you. If it's something that's going to feel a need in your life, you buy it. You'll find a way to buy that thing, even if it's $2,000. There's no difference between $100 and $2,000. As long as that thing is going to replace a pain in your life, right? That's with some kind of pleasure. That's how you know the value. Value is all that matters, and it's typically, sometimes it reflects like price point is a measure of value, but there's so much more that goes into price point that you don't want to be looking at that to determine. So I'm actually considering majority of these coins. I don't care if it's $100. I mean, BitConnect was $200, I heard, right? But it crashed all the way to $9 in the past few days, right? Again, price point is meaningless. All right, it was always a penny coin. Okay, it didn't matter if you did a little bit of a homework on the fundamental studies. Again, he had that lend. It was being driven by the lending platform. It was being driven by network marketing. It was a mix of security assets. It's not yet considered security assets because it's cryptocurrency world, decentralized, whatever. But again, we got to use some common sense here, right? Mix that all together with network marketing. That was always a penny coin. Okay, how do I know? Because I'm thinking about the value is going to be. So I can't tell you exactly that I predicted it's going to be that, but I knew enough to stay away. And I was like, it's decentralized though. Maybe I can look at it. And then a friend of mine was talking about a coin called the Devil, right? And I'm like, but something didn't feel right, because I was well familiar with network marketing world and how people create crazy companies that disappear overnight, right? And I'm like, and when this happened, trust me, into the future now, I'm even, it's because again, with experience, it just gets better. Okay. It only gets better with experience. All right. So I'm looking at some coins right here. You see some coins at $23. I'm trying to see if BitConnect is on here on this page so I can tell you what it is. But yeah, I can't see it right now, but you get the point. Okay, so last but not least, the bonus rule is Keep it simple. So let's go into my thing here, and as you can see, the value of my portfolio right now, uh last week was like $1,100. This week is 887. So I use this calculator here. If you're looking at my screen, I use this calculator I created to tell you how well I'm doing so far. Okay, so I consider the money I've invested in this so far to be zero, because again, I do $100 per week, and that $100 per week is essentially money I'm willing to lose every week. Okay, or I hate saying that because I'm a little in between. I don't like to say that because I don't want people to think they should gamble because it's money you're willing to lose. That's my problem. Some people take that and say, oh yeah, because it's money I'm willing to lose, so I can gamble with it. No. And they're not saying it in words, they're acting it. Okay, so I'm not talking about people actually saying it in words. I'm saying they actually act it. Uh-oh, crypto pay, I meant wrong one. All right, so let's go here. Let's go look at that. Yep, calculate return on investment. This is Cryptopia, which I've never used. All right, so how much have I invested so far? I'm going to pull that up in a second here. Okay, so I only invest in the 4 coins that has been supported by Coinbase, which is an exchange: Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, and Litecoin. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to tools, I think. All right, so what I want to do right now is I just simply want to create report of how much I've invested so far. Okay, and then we're going to measure that against how much the value of my portfolio is right now. Okay, and then new report. Okay, transaction history. I think I want transaction history pretty much. I want all history pretty much, and I want to say create report. All right, so that's that. I got that one for BC for Bitcoin Cash wallet. So there's 4 of them I have to do. This one is going to be for Bitcoin BTC and all history. Okay, if you want to see a tutorial of how I buy, you can just go and watch the other videos I did previously uh, at olatalks.com/bitcoins. Okay, all right, olatalks.com/bitcoins, and you can see the link for the free guide in the description area on YouTube. Let's see, all history. Yep, Bitcoin Cash, blah blah blah. All history, create. All right, we have to do next one is gonna be Ethereum, all history, and then transaction history. Boom, boom, boom. Create. Okay. All right, and then the next one is gonna be Litecoin. Litecoin, Litecoin, Litecoin. All history, and we're gonna create. All right, perfect. So here I'm gonna click this. I'm gonna open this. Open. All right, so it's gonna open it for me. Perfect. All right, so let's go back to, let's download the next one for Bitcoin. Okay, perfect. That one is open again. And the third one. So the one thing I know that I don't know if there's another way to do this, but they need to be able to show me a better way to pull this number up without having to do all of this, but it's not that long. So, all right, so I got this one here. So this column right here, transfer total, is how much I've invested so far here. I'm going to total this 313. Okay, so that's 313. I'm going to just don't save. So I'm going to add that to this 313. Right, I'm just going to add it like that, cumulative, until I get it right. And that's one, what, 626 right here in total, right? I'm going to close this. Okay, 626. I'm going to put 626 here, right? I'm going to add all of this together. That's 939. Okay, so automatically I'm already in the loss. 939 in total here. 939, don't save. And this is 939 right here. 939. Okay, and I'm gonna add this all together, and I think that will be the total. 1,089 so far. So I've invested 1,089 so far over time. Okay. So I want you to note something again. Remember, this is money just over time, $100 per week. About that, pretty much since I started. Okay. So it doesn't hurt my pocket. Okay. And I'm going to make a distinction for you in a second here. 1,089, right? Uh-oh. All right. So now let's go back to the dashboard and see how much my portfolio is saying. Okay. All right. So, and I like that I'm doing this video now because I don't want to show you the first week I showed you like a up 62% instantly, 62% return on investment. But I told you that it wasn't a guarantee of anything because I knew that this day was going to come, right? So 892.43 is my total balance right now. Okay. 892.43. So I'm going to go into this quick calculator. My investment so far is 1089. Okay, let's expand this. Let's make this a little bigger. Where's my percentage increase thingy? Okay, I gotta go. There you go. Aha, make it a little bigger for you to see. 1089. And what's my present value? My present value is 890 and 50. As you can see, it's fluctuating as we're here. 890 and 50, 890 and 50 cents. I'm negative 18. So my portfolio is down negative 18.23 over time. Okay. So, but remember, this is where I want you to look at it. I have this money in the marketplace is still working. Okay. The market, as you can see here on Coin Market Cap, has been red, essentially, just red. Okay, look at the top 10, just red, right? Last 7 days has been red. I mean, Cardano has lost 36% here. Bitcoin lost 19%. Again, we don't care about this number, this dollar number. We care about percentages, right? 12%. I mean, these are heavy losses right here, right? Heavy losses. So if you average the top 10 loss in the past 7 days alone, I mean, over time I'm down 18%. Okay, in the past I don't know, maybe 60 days, 90 days, but I don't care. It doesn't matter. And I want you to note this moment in time, and that's why I'm documenting this on YouTube. That's the whole point of this, so you can refer back to this and say yeah, right? So I'm showing you the beauty about this, and the difference between what I'm showing you and everybody else is that they can't show you. They're not tracking. They just, some of them may be able to show you one coin where they had a 200% jump because the price went from $2 to $4, right? But they won't show you everything else, all the games they try to play before that where they lost money. And that's where you don't want to be, right? So the key thing I want you to know here is keep things simple, track them, play the long-term game, because this 890, we're going to come back and show you what it means later on, right? So now, first of all, let me look at something. If I add dump this $1,089, let's say I dumped it in there when I started. Okay, so let's go back to the market. Okay, I'm going to tell you when I started to buy this, and I'm going to go into the middle of it. Okay, my first buy on Bitcoin, let's go to Bitcoin. We're on Bitcoin right now. Okay, view account, and let's look at my first buy was on November 21. Okay, November 21, right? So let's just pretend that it was Bitcoin that I bought, right? And let's just use that hypothetically, right? November 21. On November 21, I'm going to put in my thing on the way right now, and we're going to tell what price it was, right? On November 21, it would have been 8,196, okay? 8,196, right? 8,196. So I would have bought it at 8,196. It would have only gone up by a few, I don't know, 8,196. Let's go use the calculator. Right? 8,196, right? And right now today it's at 8781. 8781, right? So let's use this simple calculator. I'm just going to copy this over here and see what it looks like. All right, so it will be up. My coins will be up by 7.14%, right? So far, right? All right, great. So that's a good one, right? So let's say this was let me see. So my 1,089 will be slightly up, essentially. So bad example, right? There you go. So let's go look at another coin. Let's go to Litecoin. right? Litecoin on I would have still made money, okay? Because Litecoin on November 21, let's see, November 21 was $71, okay? Right now it's 131, right? So $71 and 131, right? It would have been up by 84%. Okay. Chances are my Litecoin is up, by the way. So probably this 18% is consolidated across 4 different coins, right? So I am up anyway, as far as Litecoin is concerned. But let's say this is where I put all that 1,089. It would have been up by 84%. But how do you know? What if it's not, right? But let's say it went up, right? It went all the way up to $339 here on the 19th of December, right? But now, let's say I wanted to hold, right? Then now it's at 131 from $300. Now I'm going to start beating myself up. I'll start beating myself up and be like, okay, I should have taken the money out because I had no rules. But actually, that would be a wrong idea because, again, the exit strategy is everything. In investment, we call it exit before you enter. You got to have an exit strategy before you enter into a game. My exit strategy, remember, was 5 to 10 years. Just nowhere close. Okay. So as a matter of fact, this number, looking at this number, it's a good way for me to show you the roller coaster, the emotions you have to go through if you don't have rules. Okay. If I didn't have rules and I'm down 18%, I'm going to come here and I'm going to go into my market. I'm going to sell everything. Okay, I'm gonna sell everything. It's been up by $5 since then. Okay, and I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I decided I want to sell, but now it's $8.95. Maybe I should stay in a little bit more because it's gained $5 now because you had no rules. Okay, you came into the game with no strategy. Okay, and that's why I always tell people the best way to lose money in cryptocurrency is to enter the game with no strategy. Okay, that's really the best way right there. Okay, and if you don't have strategy, then people like BitConnect will sell you on ideas like lending and building a team around it. Or there's nothing wrong with building a team and making some referral commissions. Don't get me wrong, I'm just saying it's such a it's what some of the kids in Nigeria are calling the science students. It's like mixing multiple kind of dangerous drugs together. They just won't go together. Okay. The end of that is always going to be destruction. And that's what I'm trying to tell you here. Okay. So let's play this game. Let's keep it simple. Let's capitalize on this wealth shift that's going on. You can see the numbers moving right in front of you right now. Let me blow this up. Okay. 893, 895, 890 is confused. You don't need to be the confused one. That's what I'm trying to say. You don't have to join the rest of the market and be confused. This is a reflection of how confused the market is. Okay, you see that number moving right there. I mean, let's look at the 1 day movement of this baby right here, right? Bitcoins, right? Look at the 1 day movement. This thing crashed all the way to 7,000 at one point and then came back up. The market is confused and it's supposed to be confused. But you need to be a leader in the marketplace. Don't just be a consumer. Don't just be a consumer of information. Don't just be a person that operates off of your emotions. Create rules for yourself because every successful people have rules that they follow. You want to lose money in cryptocurrency or any type of game, just enter it with no strategy. Okay, we create strategy because I put a quote on my Instagram. You can look at it once we're done. iTalksB. My quote says, let me find it. Let me open it up here. Right, because I actually forgot now. I just came across my mind because I needed to say that. Okay, we're wrapping this up in less than 2 minutes. All right, let's see here. Oh, I opened the story. I didn't mean to open the story. Wait, okay, let's go to the profile. There you go. All right, everything is 80% shit you can't see or explain with logic. Okay, somebody's gonna come here right now and argue with me on certain key points that it could be right when it comes to paper, right? But the world doesn't operate off of logic like that. Okay, there's emotions involved, and that's why you see those numbers fluctuating like that. And the best thing you can do for yourself is to position yourself in a way that you're willing, that you're gonna be winning. Okay, and the only way to win is to take yourself out of the picture. You wanna win in life. You gotta find ways to take yourself out of the picture. You have to have respect for your emotions as a human being. You are human like anybody else. you will be affected by the greed and the fear in the marketplace. Greed and fear is everywhere. That's what we call a marketplace. It's normal. So that's why you got to approach the market by positioning yourself. Position yourself to win in this game. If you do that, then you're fine. If you want to lose a lot of money in cryptocurrency, blockchain, or business of any type, enter with no strategy. Enter prematurely. Okay, enter the game with some kind of. If you're too excited, you could lose money. Okay. As a matter of fact, you stay calm. Okay, that's how you're gonna attract all the money you want. Stay calm. Keep it super simple. Okay, that's what I have for you. Instagram. We're about to wrap this up. 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you. All right, so YouTube, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Again, everything is 80% shit you can't see or explain with logic. Okay. Make sure that you know what you're doing. Create. If you don't have one, create. If you want, you can adopt my own rule and tweak it around right here. Okay, 7 rules that I've created for myself. I could tweak it right now because again, I'm frowning at this number 6 right now, but I can explain it a little bit further. What I mean is that use dispensable money, not in the sense that you can afford to gamble with it. You should still use strategy, even though you're using dispensable money or disposable income, whatever you want to call it. All right. Just make sure that you still have a strategy behind it. The idea of dispensable money is to diversify across time and not so you can enter a game with that gambling spirit. We all have the gambling spirit. When people are talking about success stories, testimonials, and things like that, we all have this thing called the gambling spirit. Okay, we all do. Okay, and the only difference between the winners and the people that are the losers are simply the fact that the winners create rule for themselves. The winners understand that they're human like everybody else, and they're disciplined. That's the whole point of discipline. That's why you create a discipline. That's why you reverse engineer discipline into your life, because you know that you're human like anybody else. So that's it right there. Yes, even though I'm talking about how to lose money, obviously I don't want you to lose money. I want you to stay safe out there. I want you to use some strategy out there. I want you to win big time with this game over time. Again, I just showed you today. I'm smiling, even though my portfolio is down 18%. It doesn't matter because I have a game that I'm playing. I have a strategy, and in previous videos, you see me show it. It's up 62%. And to some people, it may sound like I'm bragging, but no, actually, I was showing that so I can document this journey and show you that it's not going to be like that every day. But the goal is that all of us will win together, and we can hold hands and say, "Yeah, we did it." And that's the whole point of this, right? So thank you so much for coming here to hang out with me, and I'll see you on the next one. And hey, don't forget to get the guide. The free guide is the link below. And if you want to start buying Bitcoins, you want to do me a favor, you can donate $10 worth of Bitcoins to my account and give yourself $10 free worth of Bitcoin by simply using the link on the right hand side of that page. Which is olatalks.com/Bitcoin. If you're on a mobile phone, it will be at the bottom. You see like a blue banner. You click on it and you use that to sign up for your account. When you buy $100 worth of Bitcoins, they will send me $10 for free. They will give you additional $10 for free as well too. And that will be a good way you can support everything I'm doing here. Thank you so much. And I'll see you on the next one, and peace.